Well, there, Joseph, if that is your real name. Speaking of making a deal with the devil, this man made the ultimate deal with Merbolja, or how they speak in hell, apparently. Anyways, let's get this bullshit out of the way. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. Oh my God, look at that. I can't believe it. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. There's a little book. Our buddy John Torini, he wrote this book, so sometime I'll read it.
All right, yeah, cool.
And then there's a poster. It might be double-sided. And then there's some bullshit for In the Mouth of Madness. So, Joe.
Todd McFarlane.
Fuck. Have you seen this masterpiece of cinema?
I don't think I've ever watched it in one sitting. I mean,
Because you're fucking uncultured.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean, it does have the dude from "Don't Mess with My Grandma" in it.
Fuck, don't mess with my grandma. No one messes with the Zohan. You know who it has in it? Fucking guy from Excalibur. It's your favorite movie, Joe, and he's in it.
It has the guy from Land of the Dead.
It has that fucking kid from Pet Cemetery.
Well, Mambo Mouth himself.
Damn, they call him the mouth of the South because that's where it goes, down south. Anyways,
Stacey Dash as Wanda.
Wanda! So Spawn, Joe, I was at the perfect fat little age to be a Spawn kid. And I was. I think I have the first probably 50 or so, and then it probably gets spotty from there. But I was so excited for this movie to come out, Joe. And I was like, oh, it came out and said it was gay. I can't believe it. Congrats, gay 90s and all. So, yeah, even as a kid coming out, I was like, yeah, well, that could have been better. It wasn't, but it could have been. All these years later, I feel pretty much the same way, but I have the nostalgia for it now. I can't say, oh, maybe I like it a little more, because it might be right behind me, but somewhere I have, like, remember Suncoast Video there, Joe?
Ew.
Remember how they would sell movie posters like on cardboard, cellophane closed, and these rolls, and you would flip through them like comic books? I thought that was the coolest fucking shit ever. And I said, oh my God, there's a Spawn one. I need to have this. Still have it somewhere. But, so yeah, I mean, I like the movie because I like Spawn, but not as whack offable as the cartoon.
Doesn't Martin Sheen is in this, right?
Martin Sheen is in fact in this, and he
plays
is Uncle Ben.
Who?
No, Uncle Ben?
Okay, all right.
No, Chapel is not in this movie.
So
They replace Chapel. He plays Jason Wynn.
ah,
So Chapel's replaced by a lady named Killer Tongue. Come on. So Killer Tongue ends up killing Don't Mess with Grana. He said it weird in the movie. Black Dynamite. Let's just call him BD. So what the fuck? It's kind of okay, this Spawn movie, Joe. You got fucking Al Simmons, Spawn, played by Michael Jai White. And then you got John Leguizamo playing Clown, which to this day, I'm still like, why the fuck was it Danny DeVito? I know it's because you didn't want to fucking pay him, but why the fuck wasn't it Danny DeVito, you rat soup eating motherfuckers? And while listening or watching the special features, it was brought up that Chris Farley was like in negotiations for a little bit. And I'm just like, well, sure, that might have been good at the time, but I don't know about that shit. Definitely should have been Danny DeVito. Not saying John Leguizamo didn't do a fucking okay, or he did a fine job. It was not a fine job, but yeah, it was all right. But the movie is very of its fucking time, very fucking 90s. And, you got the bad CGI aside, all like the cape sucks. You just couldn't do the texture right. It was all early. Malbolgia fucking stinks. It looks like something out of Despiser. Nothing to the guy who made Despiser. That's fantastic for what you did. But the guy who made this movie was like a visual effects dude. So he explains what happened in the commentary track, but it wasn't important enough for me to remember. I'm sure it was just a time and money thing, but if you're a visual effects guy, it probably shouldn't have fucking looked like this. But I mean, it was 1997, maybe 95 when they were actually putting this stuff together, the early days. They made a puppet Malbolgia. I think they probably should have figured out how to make that shit work for the actual screen time Malbolgia has in this. With if it's more than 15 seconds combined, I would be shocked. I would much rather see a not very good puppet than this just despiser looking motherfucker. And then the whole time he's talking, he's just there like, but he's talking and shit. At least in the animated series, they're just like, oh, we talk through telepathy. They said in the commentary track it was supposed to be like hell was speaking to him, and that's why he was just, nah, it doesn't come off there, dog. But you had this hard R, maybe NC-17 property, and you were just like, oh, fuck butts. We want to reach the fucking widest audience. Make it PG-13, bitch. So, I mean, that's where most of the problems fucking stem from there. Everything's just kind of watered down, and just a lot of the CGI is just not good. I don't want to say it's dated because even at the time, it wasn't good. But the Spawn makeup looks cool. The suit looks cool. I don't really care for, the texture in the suit and the mask. I like it when it's slick and smooth, like Venom like and shit. The nose kind of bothers me because I think Spawn's nose should be like melted all the way down and you shouldn't have holes, but I understand it. The Violator design, little things kind of fucked it up, but the clown makeup's fucking dope. Like, that's fucking awesome. There is some cool shit in the movie, but they just, when you take this fucking like very mature hardcore property and just fucking pussify it, you're just trying to make a quick buck. And when you have something that's like, I mean, you could say a movie's art, but I'm thinking just because it's drawn and actually colored and inked and shit, that's more art to me. So when you take art and you try and make a product for like the masses, even though the comic book was a product for the masses,
Yep.
it was still, this is my vision, this is mature content. But then they're taking it over here and it's like, well, let's water it down so we can reach even more people. And then it just loses all the thing. I know it sounds like, oh, I was fuck this movie, go sit on a dick or whatever. I still like it. It has its problems, but for what it is, you know, I still like it. But I would tell you watch the animated series instead. If you didn't grow up watching this, or there's no way I could say, yeah, go watch the Spawn movie.
I would say skip it. I would say skip the animated series, and I would definitely say skip the comics. Some of the toys they made looked pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it was a comic that was really trying hard to be fucking edgy. Oh shit, we got a pedophile story. Like, yeah, like that had never been done. And even the fucking mainstream comics, you know, in Marvel and DC. But I don't know. Like, if you think this was edgy and like fucking very, you know, hard R as a comic, then maybe this is your first exposure to any of that shit. Because it sucked. It's just it was a shitty comic that came out like what every 4 months or something. Um,
Maybe.
yeah, yeah, not good.
Well, let me ask you this, Joe.
Hmm,
How old were you when Spawn was coming out?
maybe 18 or 19.
I was 10, you see.
Yeah.
So this was my first exposure to this.
All right.
So yes, it was edgy.
Um, yeah, just none of it ever did anything for me. I tried watching the cartoon on HBO, but even that, it's like, this is fucking lame. But back to this loaded up DVD Blu-ray combo that you got. Tell us all about that Todd McFarlane commentary.
So there is a McFarlane commentary, but it's chopped up and combined. Fuck. McFarlane. So it's chopped up with a commentary with the visual effects supervisor and the director. And then it's chopped up with another commentary with the producer. So they just kind of merged these three, into one. That kind of sucks. The one with the director and the visual effects guy, that was pretty entertaining. Like they were real about everything, just kind of talking how you and I would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I threw that shit over my head, but I had notes in it. I wrote down notes about the commentary.
Dumb fuck.
Here it is. So there's two different commentary tracks, but I will read the yeah, we got all that shit. There's a gerbil joke in the con. You even have to explain what that is. Talk about getting a gerbil shoved up your ass on the Spawn commentary track. So that was noteworthy. Like I said, it's a good fucking commentary. The last note I have, it says good shit. So like the commentary track was dope. But then there's a segment where they just talk shit about Jean-Claude Van Damme, which I didn't take too kindly to. I was just like, yeah, glad you guys are saying what you want to. I'm surprised. And then there was a new commentary track recorded just for this excellent piece of cinema. And I'm going to say right here, like I have the poster where it doesn't have this part of the cape. But man, does that just little bit of the cape make it look so much cooler? If the movie looked like this, like how the comic book looked, where everything was in shadow and you just seen a little bit, would that have made a fucking difference? Instead, a lot of it's fucking bright, which I understand. Shit happens in the day and you have to see what's going on. Again, this was a fucking huge property that was taken and watered down just to reach the most fucking people to make money. But so artistic choices weren't made. It was more business choices that were made over artistic choices.
So I'm trying to remember shit from the comic, and I just came up with like there was like a Gandalf fucking bum
Yes,
teaching him about what he is or some shit, right? Is
that
that
is Cagliostro,
okay?
and he's played by the gentle fellow from Excalibur.
Okay,
I
Nigel.
think no, I think his name's like coincidentally Cagliostro too. Crazy, but so the new commentary track, I don't know if this is by a Spawn expert. I think he's labeled as a comic book expert, but he didn't say DeMatteis right. He's all, oh, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that. Like I can't. I know he worked on Spider-Man. I can't name any fucking like runs and shit that he did, but I've heard the name enough to know that fucking how to say it right. I'm not calling myself a comic book fan like this motherfucker. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And he's a bit of a sing-songy fella. I thought he said something about being from Broadway or something. The first note I have on here, too sing-songy. That's funny. Uh yeah, it's not really about the movie. It's just more about the comic books, but he doesn't even talk about that shit, right? He's like, "Oh, he goes through all this shit. What's the fucking Cerberus guy's name? Aaron Sims, some shit like that.
Dave Sim.
Dave Sims, Aaron Sims, the fucking effects guy. So they're talking all about that issue, and then he just brings up, oh, how it's not collected anywhere, and if you want to read it, you got to get the fucking floppy. Never says why, which is kind of the whole point of the story. Never tells you, oh, it's because all the superhero hands and shit coming out. They didn't want to get fucking sued. Or that doesn't bring. That's like the interesting part of this. He's just like, oh yeah, you can't fucking find it collected. Um, he clearly didn't rewatch the fucking movie before he did the commentary track, which is fucking weird. Like this is a big release, you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker couldn't be bothered. Like they asked this comic book expert to do a brand new commentary track for this shit, and the guy couldn't be bothered to watch the movie once beforehand. Crazy. Uh so this fuck, he has a podcast, I guess, where he pairs a movie with wine. So at the end of this, he talks about some wine to watch this movie with, and it's just some fucking bullshit reason. It's just like, oh, go fuck off. So yeah, this you couldn't have got anybody else Arrow video. You couldn't have reached out to Joe. Say, hey, what about the guy who does the bags? Maybe he could do better than this wine guy. Because when I think Spawn fans, I think Marlowe. Other than that, you got a really good documentary with K and B. No, you got a fucking pretty good documentary with N and B, and they talk about like all the practical effects of the movie and all that shit. There's some behind the scenes stuff, all that. There's a interview, a new one with Michael Jai White. He talks about how he was up for the role of Jax in Mortal Kombat, the first one, and then they kept cutting the role of Jax back in Mortal Kombat. And then his fucking agent just saying, hey, you got the role of Spawn. But he's like, yeah, but I want to be in Mortal Kombat. Shut the fuck up, you're Spawn, you fuck. Um, there's a couple other interviews I didn't really give a shit to watch because there's actors talking about fucking acting. I'll watch the main one, sure, but other than that, there's a bunch of shit. A lot was from other stuff, older releases, I think. But yeah, this is a solid release. It's got the theatrical and director's cut. a little more edgier material in the director's cut, just like saying maybe hooker instead of lady, just little things like that. But it's a little edgier, I guess. Stuff they had to cut to make it a rated R, but they knew going in there it wasn't going to be this fucking bloody wild shit like the comic books. So, but I got nostalgia for it, and I'm sure that has a tremendous amount of why I still like this movie. But I think that image right there is fucking dope, especially because it has this and whatever this is, this pride thing that Arrow does. But I think that's a very fucking cool image.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.